Unit 43. 2101. Abstinence. 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 Self-restraint. Sobriety. Indulgence. 2102. Anemia. 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 Lack of red blood cells. Bloodlessness. 2103. Bulwark. 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 Defensive wall. Fortification. 2104. Derelict. 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 Abandoned. Vagrant. 2105. Dissolution. 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 Breaking up. Disintegration. Unity. 2106. Dross. 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 Waste material. Trash. 2107. Entitlement. 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 Right to benefit. Privilege. 2108. Ian. Indefinite period. Age. Moment. 2109. Gravity. 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 Seriousness. Severity. 2110. Guile. Sly intelligence. Cunning. Honesty. 2111. Hybrid. Mixed origin. Crossbreed. Purebred. 2112. Immobility. Inability to move. Stillness. Mobility. 2113. Mendicant. Beggar. Panhandler. 2114. Nepotism. Favoritism to relatives. 2115. Pathos. Emotion of pity. Poignancy. 2116. Privation. Lack of necessities. Hardship. Comfort. 2117. Refraction. Bending of light. Bending. 2118. Respiration. Breathing. 2119. Roster. List of names. 2120. Vice. Tool for holding work. Clamp. 2121. Zeal. Enthusiasm. Passion. Apathy. 2122. Abscond. To depart secretly. Bolt. Remain. 2123. Atrophy. To waste away. Wither. Grow. 2124. Conceptualize. To form a concept. Imagine. 2125. Contravene. To violate. Breach. Obey. 2126. Determine. To decide. Ascertain. Hesitate. 2127. Exonerate. To free from blame. Acquit. Convict. 2128. Flit. To move swiftly. Dart. Linger. 2129. Recant. To withdraw a statement. Retract. Affirm. 2130. Rue. To regret. Lament. Rejoice. 2131. Squander. To waste. Save. 2132. Abusive. Insulting. Harsh. Kind. 2133. Anachronistic. Out of time. Outdated. Modern. 2134. Clairvoyant. Able to see the future. Psychic. 2135. Eerie. Strange and frightening. Spooky. Comforting. 2136. Fatuous. Silly. Foolish. Wise. 2137. Furtive, furtive, furtive. Secretive, sneaky, open. 2138. Imprudent, imprudent, imprudent. Not cautious, rash, wise. 2139. Ineffable, ineffable, ineffable. Too great to describe, indescribable, describable. 2140. Intrepid, intrepid, intrepid. Fearless, brave, cowardly. 2141. Irrepressible, irrepressible, irrepressible. Incapable of being controlled, unstoppable, restrained. 2142. Itinerant, itinerant, itinerant. Traveling, wandering, settled. 2143. Languid, languid, languid. Slow, relaxed, lethargic, energetic. 2144. Lurid, lurid, lurid. Sensational, shocking, subtle. 2145. Noxious, noxious, noxious. Harmful, poisonous, harmless. 2146. Nuptial, nuptial, nuptial. Wedding related, marital. 2147. Odious, odious, odious. Hateful, repulsive, pleasant. 2148. Picaresque, picaresque, picaresque. Adventure of a rogue, roguish. 2149. Redolent, redolent, redolent. Fragrant, aromatic, odorless. 2150. Verdant, verdant, verdant. Green with vegetation, lush, barren. Unit 44. 2151. Aria, aria, aria. Solo in opera, solo. 2152. Asperity, asperity, asperity. Harshness, severity, gentleness. 2153. Dais, dais, dais. Raised platform, stage. 2154. Deadlock, deadlock, deadlock. Stalemate, stalemate. 2155. Deliberation, deliberation, deliberation. Careful consideration, reflection. 2156. Discomposure, discomposure, discomposure. Loss of calm, disturbance, composure. 2157. Disinclination, disinclination, disinclination. Unwillingness, reluctance, willingness. 2158. Intellect, intellect, intellect. The capacity for thinking, intelligence. 2159. Melancholy, melancholy, melancholy. Sadness, sorrow, joy. 2160. Patriarch, patriarch, patriarch. Male head of family, founder. 2161. Patrician, patrician, patrician. Noble, aristocrat, commoner. 2162. Percussion, percussion, percussion. Drumming, tapping. 2163. Plenitude, plenitude, plenitude. Abundance, profusion, plethora. 2164. Probability, probability, probability. Likelihood, chance. 2165. Profusion, profusion, profusion. Abundance, excess, scarcity. 2166. Protege, protege, protege. A person under guidance of a mentor. Disciple, mentor. 2167. Quay, quay, quay. Dock, pier. 2168. Ruse, ruse, ruse. A trick, ploy. 2169. Sleight, sleight, sleight. Dexterity, skill, clumsiness. 2170. Sophistry, sophistry, sophistry. Deceptive reasoning, fallacy. 2171. Span, span, span. Extent, reach. 2172. Touchstone, 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 a test of quality, criterion, 2173, typhoon, 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 tropical storm, storm, 2174, accost, 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 to approach and speak, address, ignore, 2175, ascribe, 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 to attribute, attribute, 2176, boycott, 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 to refuse to buy, ban, patronize, 2177, deplore, 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 to express regret, lament, praise, 2178, impeach, 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 to charge with misconduct, accuse, praise, 2179, nullify, 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 to make invalid, invalidate, confirm, 2180, hummel, pummel, pummel, to beat, beat, 2181, winnow, 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 to separate, sift, combine, 2182, amiable, 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 friendly, pleasant, hostile, 2183, atheistic, 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 denying God, non-religious, religious, 2184, baleful, 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 threatening, menacing, harmless, 2185, biennial, 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 every 2 years, 2186, callow, 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 inexperienced, immature, experienced, 2187, constant, 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 unchanging, steady, variable, 2188, contentious, 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 argumentative, controversial, agreeable, 2189, enigmatic, 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 mysterious, puzzling, clear, 2190, fastidious, 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 very attentive to detail, meticulous, undemanding, 2191, formidable, 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 inspiring fear, daunting, easy, 2192, heterogeneous, 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 diverse in kind, mixed, uniform, 2193, indelible, 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 permanent, unforgettable, erasable, 2194, infrequent, 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 not often occurring, rare, frequent, 2195, irretrievable, 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 irrecoverable, irreparable, recoverable, 2196, jocose, 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 joking, humorous, serious, 2197, muted, 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 softened, subdued, loud, 2198, plaintive, 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 expressing sorrow, sad, cheerful, 2199, prophetic, 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 predictive, predictive, 2200, scanty, 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 insufficient, meager, ample. Unit 45, 2201, buttress, 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 support, reinforcement, 2202, chalice, 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 a large cup or goblet, cup, 2203, colander, 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 straining device, sieve, 2204, debris, 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 scattered fragments, wreckage, 2205, figment, 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 something invented, fabrication, reality, 2206, fleck, 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 a small spot, speck, 2207, fulcrum, 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 pivot support, pivot, 2208. Innuendo, innuendo, innuendo. Indirect hint, suggestion, statement. 2209. Mirth, mirth, mirth. Amusement, especially as expressed in laughter. Gaiety, sadness. 2210. Missive, missive, missive. A letter, message. 2211. Quantity, quantity, quantity. An amount or number, amount, quality. 2212. Requiem, requiem, requiem. A solemn chant, dirge. 2213. Restraint, restraint, restraint. Control, restriction, freedom. 2214. Stereotype, stereotype, stereotype. Oversimplified image, cliché, unique. 2215. Subsidy, subsidy, subsidy. Government payment, grant. 2216. Abase, abase, abase. To degrade, demean, honor. 2217. Amass, amass, amass. To collect, accumulate, disperse. 2218. Arraign, arraign, arraign. To charge in court, indict, acquit. 2219. Bedraggle, bedraggle, bedraggle. To make wet and dirty, soak, clean. 2220. Bestow, bestow, bestow. To give, grant, take. 2221. Bilk, bilk, bilk. To cheat, defraud. 2222. Defoliate, defoliate, defoliate. To strip of leaves, denude, foliate. 2223. Disinter, disinter, disinter. To unearth, exhume, bury. 2224. Emancipate, emancipate, emancipate. To free, liberate, enslave. 2225. Nurture, nurture, nurture. To care for and encourage growth, foster, neglect. 2226. Quail, quail, quail. To cower, flinch, stand up. 2227. Slacken, slacken, slacken. To loosen, ease, tighten. 2228. Yield, yield, yield. To give way, produce, resist. 2229. Anomalous, anomalous, anomalous. Deviating from norm, abnormal, normal. 2230. Auroral, auroral, auroral. Relating to dawn, rosy. 2231. Bacchanalian, bacchanalian, bacchanalian. Wild and drunken, riotous, restrained. 2232. Commodious, commodious, commodious. Spacious, roomy, cramped. 2233. Contrived, contrived, contrived. Artificially created, forced, natural. 2234. Deducible, deducible, deducible. Inferable, deductible, indisputable. 2235. Discrete, discrete, discrete. Separate and distinct, individual, continuous. 2236. Exhilarating, exhilarating, exhilarating. Thrilling, exciting, boring. 2237. Fallacious, fallacious, fallacious. Misleading, false, true. 2238. Finicky, finicky, finicky. Fussy, meticulous, easygoing. 2239. Frenzied, frenzied, frenzied. Wildly excited, frantic, calm. 2240. Incontinent, incontinent, incontinent. Unable to control excretions, unrestrained, continent. 2241. Indeterminate, indeterminate, indeterminate. Not precisely known, uncertain, definite. 2242. Intricate, intricate, intricate. Complicated, complex, simple. 2243. intrinsic, 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 essential, inherent, external, 2244, lacking, 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 not having enough, deficient, abundant, 2245, mandatory, 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 required by law or rules, compulsory, optional, 2246, notional, 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 theoretical, conceptual, real, 2247, recalcitrant, 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 stubborn, unruly, obedient, 2248, retiring, 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 shy, reserved, outgoing, 2249, theoretical, 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 based on theory, abstract, practical, 2250, vapid, 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 dull, insipid, lively. Unit 46, 2251, affinity, 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 natural liking, rapow, aversion, 2252, affluence, 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 wealth, prosperity, poverty, 2253, anguish, 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 severe pain, distress, comfort, 2254, apparition, 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 ghostly figure, ghost, 2255, catalyst, 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 something causing change, stimulus, 2256, dispute, 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 argument, debate, agreement, 2257, gavel, 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 hammer used by a judge, mallet, 2258, horde, 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 large crowd, mass, 2259, inquisitor, 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 one who questions harshly, interrogator, 2260, paucity, 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 scarcity, lack, abundance, 2261, perimeter, 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 boundary, edge, center, 2262, podium, 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 speaker's stand, platform, 2263, pugnacity, 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 eagerness to fight, belligerence, peacefulness, 2264, rendition, 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 performance or interpretation, version, 2265, rostrum, 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 platform for speaking, podium, 2266, satire, 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 use of humor to expose, parody, praise, 2267, somnambulist, 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 sleepwalker, 2268, vampire, 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 mythical bloodsucker, bloodsucker, 2269, welter, 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 confusion, mess, order, 2270, aggrandize, 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 to increase power, enhance, diminish, 2271, bait, 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 to lure, tempt, 2272, blanch, 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 to whiten, to remove color, pale, color, 2273, debauch, 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 to corrupt morally, degrade, uplift, 2274, demean, 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 to lower dignity, degrade, honor, 2275, exhume, 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 to dig up, unearth, bury, 2276, invent, 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 to create, devise, destroy, 2277, maul, 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 to injure by rough beating, mangle, pat, 2278, prescribe, 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 to forbid, ban, permit. 2279 rig, to manipulate dishonestly. Fix. 2280 scavenge, to search for food. Forage. 2281 splice, to join, connect, separate. 2282 substantiate, to prove, verify, refute. 2283 supersede, to replace, supplant, retain. 2284 trounce, to defeat heavily, drub, lose to. 2285 canny, shrewd, astute, foolish. 2286 conducive, leading to, favorable, hindering. 2287 enduring, lasting, fleeting. 2288 histrionic, overly theatrical, dramatic, restrained. 2289 inactive, not active, idle, active. 2290 ingenuous, naively innocent, artless, cunning. 2291 marred, damaged, spoiled, blemished, pristine. 2292 prominent, standing out, notable, obscure. 2293 resonant, deep sounding, echoing, mute. 2294 salubrious, healthful, wholesome, unhealthy. 2295 sententious, self-righteous, moralistic. 2296 susceptible, easily influenced, vulnerable, resistant. 2297 tautological, redundantly repetitive, redundant, concise. 2298 tranquil, peaceful, calm, agitated. 2299 turgid, swollen, distended, pompous, concise. 2300 wary, cautious, alert, naive. Unit 47 2301 amity, friendly relations, friendship, enmity. 2302 arboretum, tree garden. 2303 cleft, split. 2304 cognizance, awareness, ignorance. 2305 cupidity, greedy desire, avarice, generosity. 2306 demagogue, leader who exploits emotions, agitator. 2307 hallucination, false perception, illusion, reality. 2308 impasse, stalemate, deadlock, solution. 2309 impetus, driving force, momentum, hindrance. 2310 lummox, clumsy person, oaf. 2311 perdition, eternal damnation. 2312 plagiarism, copying without credit, theft. 2313 prescience, foreknowledge, foresight. 2314 repast, meal. 2315. Stamina, stamina, stamina. Endurance, endurance. 2316. Sustenance, sustenance, sustenance. Food, nourishment. 2317. Vortex, vortex, vortex. Whirlpool, whirlpool. 2318. Warranty, warranty, warranty. Guarantee, guarantee. 2319. Broach, broach, broach. To bring up, introduce. 2320. Carp, carp, carp. To complain, complain. 2321. Curtail, curtail, curtail. To shorten, reduce, extend. 2322. Daunt, daunt, daunt. To intimidate, discourage, encourage. 2323. Defile, defile, defile. To corrupt, taint, purify. 2324. Ebb, ebb, ebb. To recede, subside, flow. 2325. Hamper, hamper, hamper. To hinder, impede, facilitate. 2326. Harangue, harangue, harangue. To lecture, rant, praise. 2327. Prolong, prolong, prolong. To extend, lengthen, shorten. 2328. Scoff, scoff, scoff. To mock, mock, praise. 2329. Stupefy, stupefy, stupefy. To stun, astonish, bore. 2330. Abortive, abortive, abortive. Unsuccessful, futile, successful. 2331. Ancillary, ancillary, ancillary. Subordinate, auxiliary, primary. 2332. Bumptious, bumptious, bumptious. Self-assertive, arrogant, modest. 2333. Caustic, caustic, caustic. Sarcastically biting, acid, bland. 2334. Climactic, climactic, climactic. Culminating, peak. 2335. Defeatist, defeatist, defeatist. Expecting defeat. Pessimistic, optimistic. 2336. Immaculate, immaculate, immaculate. Spotless, perfect, dirty. 2337. Impartial, impartial, impartial. Unbiased, objective, biased. 2338. Impassable, impassable, impassable. Blocked, unpassable, passable. 2339. Inevitable, inevitable, inevitable. Unavoidable, certain, avoidable. 2340. Jaded, jaded, jaded. Worn out, satiated, fresh. 2341. Kindred, kindred, kindred. Related, kin. 2342. Lucid, lucid, lucid. Clear, clear. Confused. 2343. Morose, morose, morose. Sullen, gloomy, cheerful. 2344. Pedantic, pedantic, pedantic. Overly academic, bookish, unaffected. 2345. Piecemeal, piecemeal, piecemeal. Gradual, gradual. 2346. Resplendent, resplendent, resplendent. Shining, radiant, dull. 2347. Schematic, schematic, schematic. Diagrammatic, diagrammatic. 2348. Unique, unique, unique. One of a kind, singular, common. 2349. Offhand, offhand, offhand. Without preparation, casually. 2350. Overtly, overtly, overtly. Openly, openly, secretly. Unit 48. 2351. Anathema, anathema, anathema. Something cursed, bane. 2352. Awe, 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 reverential respect, veneration. 2353, buffoonery, 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 clownish behavior, foolishness. 2354, dearth, 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 lack, scarcity, abundance. 2355, deposition, 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 statement under oath, testimony. 2356, economy, 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 system of production, finance. 2357, fidelity, 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 faithfulness, loyalty. 2358, maxim, 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 a short saying, aphorism. 2359, metal, 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 courage, spirit. 2360, multiplicity, 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 variety, plethora. 2361, panegyric, 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 formal praise, eulogy. 2362, paragon, 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 model of excellence, ideal. 2363, poseur, 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 one who pretends, pretender. 2364, promontory, 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 high point of land, headland. 2365, resentment, 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 anger at unfairness, indignation. 2366, venom, 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 poisonous fluid, toxin. 2367, vestige, 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 trace, remnant. 2368, acknowledge, 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 to admit, concede, deny. 2369, adorn, 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 to decorate, embellish. 2370, anoint, 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 to consecrate, bless. 2371, authenticate, 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 to verify, validate. 2372, avow, 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 to declare openly, affirm, deny. 2373, compose, 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 to create, write. 2374, concede, 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 to admit, acknowledge, deny. 2375, deify, 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 to worship as God, idolize. 2376, depreciate, 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 to decrease in value, devalue, increase. 2377, dishearten, 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 to discourage, disappoint, encourage. 2378, dismember, 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 to tear apart, dissect. 2379, efface, 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 to erase, obliterate. 2380, ratify, 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 to approve, endorse, reject. 2381, requite, 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 to repay, reciprocate. 2382, abrupt, 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 sudden, unexpected, gradual. 2383, abysmal, 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 terrible, awful, excellent. 2384, categorical, 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 absolute, unqualified. 2385, devious, 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 dishonest, deceitful, honest. 2386, embryonic, 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 undeveloped, rudimentary, mature. 2387, futile, 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 ineffective, fruitless, effective. 2388, grisly, 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 causing horror, ghastly, pleasant. 2389, gruesome, 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 horrifying, grisly, pleasant. 2390, hardy, hardy, robust, sturdy, fragile. 2,391. Hazardous, dangerous, risky, safe. 2,392. Imaginative, creative, inventive, uninspired. 2,393. Indubitable, undeniable, certain, dubious. 2,394. Inordinate, excessive, extreme, moderate. 2,395. Olfactory, related to smell. 2,396. Omnipotent, all-powerful, almighty. 2,397. Perennial, lasting, enduring, temporary. 2,398. Treacly, overly sweet, cloying. 2,399. Urbane, suave, courteous, polished, uncouth. 2,400. Valid, legally acceptable, legitimate, invalid. Unit 49. 2,401. Ablution, washing, cleansing. 2,402. Avocation, hobby, pastime. 2,403. Ballast, stabilizing weight, stabilizer. 2,404. Circumlocution, wordy expression, periphrasis. 2,405. Consensus, general agreement, accord. 2,406. Decoy, lure or trap, bait. 2,407. Encomium, formal praise, eulogy, criticism. 2,408. Enormity, great wickedness, atrocity, goodness. 2,409. Epilogue, concluding section, conclusion. 2,410. Epitaph, inscription on tomb, inscription. 2,411. Fatalism, belief in fate, predestination. 2,412. Gaffe, social blunder, mistake. 2,413. Maelstrom, violent whirlpool, chaos. 2,414. Malady, disease, ailment, health. 2,415. Paleontology, study of fossils. 2,416. Philanderer, womanizer. 2,417. Predicament, difficult situation, dilemma, solution. 2,418. Proletarian, working class, worker. 2,419. Recourse, a source of help, resource. 2,420. Tycoon, powerful business person, magnate. 2,421. Accouter, to equip, outfit. 2,422. Contend, to assert. 2,423. Convert, to change, transform, preserve. 2,424. Denounce, to condemn, criticize, praise. 2,425. Impale, to pierce, skewer. 2,426. Renounce, to give up, reject, embrace. 2,427. Squabble, to argue, quarrel, agree. 2,428. Strut, to swagger. 2429. Totter, 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 to sway, stagger, stand. 2430. Amiss, 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 wrong, awry, right. 2431. Astringent, 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 harshly, biting, caustic, gentle. 2432. Bombastic, 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 pompous, grandiloquent, plain. 2433. Bountiful, 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 abundant, plentiful, scarce. 2434. Confident, 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 self-assured, assured, doubtful. 2435. Dissolute, 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 indulgent, debauched, upright. 2436. Erotic, 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 sexual, sensual. 2437. Execrable, 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 extremely bad, abysmal, excellent. 2438. Fetid, 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 foul-smelling, rank, fragrant. 2439. Imperative, 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 essential, crucial, inessential. 2440. Lucrative, 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 profitable, gainful, unprofitable. 2441. Nautical, 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 related to ship, maritime. 2442. Obligatory, 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 required, mandatory, optional. 2443. Obstreperous, 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 noisy and unruly, clamorous, quiet. 2444. Officious, 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 meddlesome, intrusive, unobtrusive. 2445. Putrid, 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 rotting, decaying, fresh. 2446. Salutary, 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 beneficial, wholesome, harmful. 2447. Serrated, 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 sawtoothed, notched, smooth. 2448. Sportive, 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 playful, mirthful, serious. 2449. Turbid, 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 cloudy, muddy, clear. 2450. Willful, 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 deliberate, intentional, unintentional,